Alright, hello everybody. It is May 13th, 2009, and I am doing a DVD update. Got about 7 DVD things here. I'm going to have a little bit more next week, but just a couple this week. First off is an old Doctor Who spin-off, I believe from 1981. Only had one episode. It's called K9 and Company. Has K9 and Elizabeth Shaden's character, which was Sarah Jane Smith, and essentially she goes to this cottage, does her do with her family, and K9 gets delivered from her from like a present from the doctor, and shenanigans happen, and then they have to solve a mystery which really has nothing to do with aliens. It has to do more like with a cult, and no aliens at all, which I didn't get. It really was not like Doctor Who. Didn't have the feel of Doctor Who. Now this, I forget the new thing that she does, the Sarah Jane Smith Files, or Sarah Jane Smith Show. That's a lot more like Doctor Who, where this wasn't. I mean, it's still, I still like it, and I'm still gonna have it on DVD just for the fact it's Doctor Who related. And I really liked Sarah Jane Smith's character in here. I think it has a lot of potential. Next, I've been getting a lot of work prints lately, and this is no different. This is the work print for Hellraiser 3. Only thing different with this is mostly the gore scenes. They had like more seconds of more gore, a little bit different dialogue. I remember a lot of Pinhead's dialogue when he's stuck in that column thing. A lot of it's just little different angles and a little bit more added dialogue here and there. But maybe in total, maybe another 4 or 5 minutes added to the movie, but not that much. And some scenes are actually cut from the movie. Like, you don't see parts of the movie that you see in the final cut. Next is a riff track from the guys from Mystery Science Theater. I got, I think, last week. Now, it's for everyone's favorite glittery emo-tastic film, Twilight. Now, this is the Rifftrax of Twilight. I do not support Twilight in any way. And this is actually the first time I saw this movie with the Rifftrax, and it was barely bearable watching it this way. I do not suggest this movie to watch unless it's with the Rifftrax. That's all I gotta say about that, other than it being, it's really funny. I mean, if you're a fan of Mystery Science Theater, I truly suggest watching Rifftrax. You get a lot of the Rifftrax on the website itself. That one I got the Rifftrax audio off of from rifftrax.com, and then I found a copy of the AVI of Twilight, and then I spliced the audios together to make them sync up. It's really interesting how they do that kind of stuff. Yeah, I got a good couple of those. If anyone's interested in seeing what other Rifftrax I have, let me know, because I got like at least, I think, 10 others. Next is a movie I never really see anybody say anything about, maybe because it's just a weird fucking what the fuck movie. I know I'm gonna say this Spanish terrible. Accion Mutante, which I believe means Action Mutant, or Mutant Action. I don't know how they say it in Spanish, but Action Mutant. And essentially it's in, like, you know, this futuristic world where this terrorist organization, which that is their logo for a terrorist organization, it's a bunch of like freaks and abnormal people, and they go around you know, just destroying areas and messing up people's days. And their big thing about this is that they kidnap the daughter of like an important business person in the world, and they have to, you know, hold her from ransom, and then a series of unfortunate events happens, and there's a shoot-off, and it's quite interesting. By the way, it reminds me of the style of, what's that one movie that's really interesting? City of Lost Children. Reminds me of the same style, City of Lost Children. I don't fully like this movie. I don't fully recommend this movie because I think it had better potential to be a better movie, and I think it really fell short. Like with the dialogue or with the acting, I don't know what it needed, but it could have been something like glorious, and I think it could have had that. Maybe there was a different cut of the film or something, but I think it just lacked in somewhere. And lastly, is 3 series I got on DVD. And it's from the big spool I showed you guys the other week. First off is the complete Rockos Modern Life, all 4 seasons on DVD. And I had to make this stupid cover, so that's why it doesn't look like the best in the world. So yeah. And the only place I could find covers that'll fit these big ass fucking boxes is on DVD Cover Plus program. I didn't know where else how to make them, so I just used that, and it kind of cuts short right here, right there, and it fucking pisses me off to no end. But yeah, Rockos Modern Life, it was a Nicktoons show in the mid to early 90s about a wallaby and his friends in O-Town. Look it up on YouTube, it's really interesting. Another one that came out a little after Rockos Modern Life, which I really loved, was Real Monsters, which was essentially like these 3 monster characters, and they go to like a monster academy where they learn how to scare properly, and they go through all these, you know, like shenanigans with you know, having to do these certain assignments and whatnot. Pretty cool. I believe this is 10 discs. It was 4 seasons, as I said. 8 discs. 8 discs. Each one of these jobbers that I bought too hold about 10 discs, and I got these at, where did I get these at? Checkout Store or checkoutsuperstore.com, and actually my girlfriend got these for me, but yeah, they're really quite good if you're getting series on DVD. And lastly is a thing that I got. It's kind of rare because you don't see them around these days. I didn't get all of this volume 1 just because I don't like some of the movies that was on there, but I got most of them. And it's Monstervision with host Joe Bob Briggs, Volume 1. Has about 19 movies on this volume. I think there was like 23 or 24 with the whole volume set, but some of the shows I just didn't like. I was like, not a fan. On this set that I got Deliberate Stranger with Mark Harmon, where he plays Ted Bundy, which I still haven't watched it. That sounds really interesting, because Mark Harmon, you don't think that kind of stuff. The Birds, It's Alive Again, Funhouse, and the worst movie of this whole set, Embrace of the Vampire, They Live, Stepfather, the Gremlins and Pet Shop Christmas Edition, Planet of the Apes, Damnation Alley, Maximum Overdrive, Metal Beast, Return of the Living Dead, The Ice Cream Man, the one with not Ron Howard, was Ron Howard? Clint Howard, Future Hunter with Emilio Estevez, and Immortal Kombat with Roddy Piper. So yeah, 2 Roddy Piper's movies in this one. They Live and Immortal Kombat. Excellent set. If you're a fan of Joe Bob Briggs, I suggest you find this torrent. I found it on Demonoid, but I have seen it on other sites. It took me a while to get this one, so if you're doing this torrent, just set and forget it, because it's going to take a month to do. Getting Volume 3 as well, eventually. Alright, I'm running out of time here, so that was my DVD update for the 13th, I believe. of May. And yeah, that's it. Stay sexy, YouTube. Bye.